The practice of Ho'oponopono for forgiveness. When we create a place within ourselves where we can just hold space without any judgment, without any analysis or label for whatever needs to show up to show up. So whether it is anger or fear or sadness, the first step is in holding the awareness. Instead of running away from what's causing discomfort, instead we say, okay, I'm creating my meditation practice to just be here, to hold the space for these uncomfortable emotions to come up. Because if we do not meet them, they get suppressed in the psyche. And when they are suppressed, that energy causes more physical ailments, emotional ailments, spiritual blockages. So we don't want them in our energy grid. We want to delete them. Think of them like viruses in a computer software. You want to delete those viruses because they are going to disrupt the normal programming of the computer. So when we start creating awareness, we start noticing these uncomfortable emotions, and then we can use the tool of journal writing to explore it deeper. We can use it in a three-phase way. The first phase in journal writing is where we let go, where we release everything that we are holding. Second phase is where we analyze it. We go deeper. Where is this coming from? Where did it first begin? And then the third phase is where we can start to co-create with the universe and say, this is what I want. This is where I want this to go now. This is how I wish it to proceed. Now, from the awareness of that, yes, this is happening, the next step that comes is acceptance. Acceptance, the most wonderful tool for acceptance is the forgiveness. Forgiveness not only for others, but forgiveness for our own selves first. Because so many times we are ready and willing to forgive others, but we are not ready and willing to forgive ourselves. But both kinds of forgiveness are needed. Just to clear the concept, what is forgiveness? Forgiveness, we take it, we understand it as an active thing to do, an active verb, that I have to forgive someone. It does not happen like it. It is a very passive feeling. It is a sense of like your whole body is burning with anger and frustration, and then someone puts cold water over it, and you feel that coolness coming. That is forgiveness. There are two stages of forgiveness. There is an active stage. When something happens, where we feel offended, where we are violated, we feel the shock first, the trauma of what has happened, and then we move into denial. We don't want to accept that it has happened. And as we accept it, we move into anger because we are like, why did this have to happen? That leads to shame and guilt sometimes, that in some way we were responsible, and then just a deep sense of sadness over what has happened. When we go through these phases, then we can get to the point just a little bit more, taking that leap of faith of forgiveness, willingness to let go of what has happened, to release its emotional charge. That is when the true forgiveness will happen. That is when it starts to flow through us. So we, in the awareness, in the holding space, we go through the active stages where we are still angry about something, but we hold space that, okay, right now, I don't even want to acknowledge this has happened. And then we go to the next stage that, okay, right now I'm feeling very angry with this. And then we work through it. And then we go to the next stage, okay, I'm feeling ashamed about what happened. And then we go to the next phase, okay, I'm feeling very sad now. That is when we have worked out through these layers, we get to the crux. Then we can allow, then the space is empty, and then the forgiveness can flow through it. Now, what I wish to discuss today is the prayer of Ho'oponopono. It is a beautiful Hawaiian practice, and it was given to me many years ago by my Reiki master when I was angry at someone very close to me. It did not make sense at that time. I was not ready to embrace it. And for me, it was very mechanical, just repeating the four statements again and again. I did not understand how it works. And I was like, what is the point of doing this? What is the point of just repeating these words when they mean nothing to me? But in my work, in my journey, as I have grown, I understand that when we attach the emotion, intention behind it, Intention is very important. So when we hold the right intention, the words become powerful. Then these words become like keys to unlock the soul. And then these words are really, really effective in bringing the forgiveness. So some people like to do it like make a list of all the people they need to forgive, or you can just focus on one person that you really wish to do forgiveness for, or it might be your own self you wish to do forgiveness for. Begin with others. It's easier to forgive others than ourselves. And once you get a knack of the practice of how to forgive others, then you will gradually get to the point where you can hold that forgiveness for yourself. Some people make a list and do the forgiveness for one person every day, and some people just go through it like for 11 days, 21 days. It is all up to you. But remember, when you do when you do this practice, when you say these words, see them like golden flowers, like golden light, that with every word, every sentence you speak, you are offering it to the other person, so that your golden light, the unconditional love and light that is in your heart, that is your being, can be offered to the another. Because what I'm going to say next is that there is no other. You are offering it to your own self. The 4 statements are very simple. I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. When we are really angry with someone, it is very hard to say these words. So the practice goes like this, that you visualize the person with whom you are angry or whom you wish to forgive, and you see them in front of you and you are saying these words to them. In the beginning, it will be very hard. You will question, why am I sorry? Why do I ask for forgiveness? Why do I want to say I love you? I hate that person. Take your time, hold the space, and then remember that there is only one consciousness, and that it is not truly them you are forgiving. You're forgiving the vibration you are holding, the emotional charge you are holding, the anger, the grudge you are holding against them. And in that way, that forgiveness comes back to you. And when you say, I am sorry, you can think you are sorry about forgetting your own divine nature. Please forgive me that you are asking forgiveness from your own soul for having forgotten who you are. Thank you that this opportunity brought you to this point where you could hold the space, talk about it, think about it, and then forgive it and let it go. I love you. All is one. The love I see in you is the love in me. And when I do not see love in this person, there is a part of me that I'm not loving. So thank you to this person who has given me this opportunity to say, hey, there are still parts of you that are in the shadow that you haven't loved enough. So using this opportunity to open the heart wide and allowing forgiveness to flow through you. Remember, you are not forgiving anyone. You are just holding space and allowing the forgiveness to flow through you. So chant these words, repeat these words. There are beautiful versions of it in which it can be done in a sing-along way. You can sing it as a song while you are driving, but with focused attention for a minute. Just sit with it and ask yourself, when you close down your eyes and take a nice deep breath, asking, what do I need to forgive today? See, it is not who do I need to forgive today. What is it that I need to forgive today? And when it comes to you, the information, whether as a feeling or as a vision or as a sound, as a knowing, then just hold space for 1 minute and utter these words as an offering from the deepest part of your soul, this golden light. I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. Enjoy this practice of Ho'oponopono and the forgiveness. May the forgiveness always flow through you.